welcome back. We are heading over to the Polynesian to do a fun, relaxing Q&A and eat some Dole Whip or whatever snack we find. It is already getting dark. I ended work a little bit late and I really wanted to do it in the sunlight, but it's getting dark, so I'm sorry about that and I hope that it doesn't bother you. So let's head over to the Poly, which, by the way, all of you voted on my Instagram to do a Q&A and to go to the Poly. So check out my Instagram if you want to be involved in some videos, because I think it's pretty fun. Alrighty, y'all, we made it to the TTC all the way in the back. So now we're just gonna take a quick hike over to Magic Kingdom. Not Magic Kingdom, what am I saying? The Polynesian. But yeah, like I said, we're all the way in the back of the parking lot, so it's okay, it'll be a nice walk. I've been sitting all day anyways. We made it. Okay, we got the Dole Whips from Pineapple Lanai, and now we're just gonna try to find a spot to sit and do the Q&A. Alrighty, we got our Dole Whip. We're sitting on the ground. The place that I scouted out was taken. I didn't want to intrude. Is there anything you miss about not living in Orlando? I miss being close to the beach. I really liked that in South Florida I was like 20 minutes from the beach, because I do actually love going to the beach. That, and probably, I mean, honestly, South Florida had really bad traffic too. I guess it was less stupid drivers in South Florida, but like not by much. Yeah, that's it. How's life with 2 dogs? Well, as you can see by the consistency of my videos being posted, it's very, very busy. Thor, the German Shepherd, is definitely not as low maintenance as Fulesh, my older dog, so he requires a lot more work and attention and effort. It's good, it's fun, it's just tiring and stressful sometimes. Next question is top 5 resorts in order and why. Oh my god, 5? Dude, I spilled on my leg. Is it top 5 resorts that I've stayed at, or top 5 resorts just in general? No, I'll do top 5 resorts I've stayed at because I feel like that's more informative, like it makes more sense. First one, Emerald Kingdom Lodge. 100% my favorite. The Savannah View was so worth the money, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would pay that much for a Savannah View. But keep in mind, these are all like staycations, so like I made use of my time at the resorts, or some of them. But I really liked Animal Kingdom Lodge. Riviera is number 2 because you guys already know I love Riviera, but Riviera just has like the best vibes. I would say Coronado, we stayed in like a suite there. It was really awesome. Other than my literal almost dying there, which if you don't know what happened, go watch those vlogs. But Coronado number 3, probably Pop Century because I stayed there multiple times because it's pretty good in price if you go in off season, and it's connected to the Skyliner, and I love the Skyliner, so that alone. And they have this really good Italian sandwich in the quick service. Oh, so good. So then Pop Century, what was that? That's 4. And then 5 would be Saratoga because it was really cool and nice, and it's like literally walking distance from Disney Springs. Like it's literally on Disney Springs property, but it's like more for adults, I guess. It's not really as like kiddish. I stayed there for a week actually, but it was on a vacation where I went to the parks like every single day, so I didn't really utilize what like the hotel had. If I had to go past 5, 6 would be like the All-Stars. The All-Stars are perfectly fine, still not bad by any means, but compared to the others it's 6. But I would stay at All-Star again 100%. How do you think you've grown, changed in the last year? I like how we're just popping between Disney questions and like personal life questions. I think I've become more confident. Like, yeah, I've become more confident and like sure of myself, because of vlogging in public and doing all these things in public. Definitely has, like, instead of being like the fake it till you make it kind of thing, like I faked my confidence and pretended like I didn't care. Now I actually don't really care what people think majority of the time. Sometimes I still do, but like that also has bled into other aspects of my life. Like if I'm just out doing something or whatever, I care less about what people think of me, or like when I'm taking pictures to post on Instagram or whatever, I care less about like, oh, look at this thing that I don't like about myself. Like I guess I'm less insecure of certain things, and I think I'm just like more confident, more sure of myself overall. And yeah, I don't know, I'm really happy about it. One thing you love and one thing you don't love from each park. No obvious answers like crowds. Okay, one thing I love from Magic Kingdom is the nostalgia factor and how it's so whimsical and dreamy and all that stuff. One thing I hate or dislike from Magic Kingdom is the food. I think there's the least food options in Magic Kingdom, which sucks because I want to spend all my time there. Animal Kingdom, one thing I love is just how relaxing it is and how it's more of an adventure exploration park. So I really enjoy just like taking some time to walk around Animal Kingdom and to just like relax and look at all the nature, all the animals. And like one thing I dislike about Animal Kingdom is the amount of rides that they have. They don't really have too many rides, and your girl loves rides, so that's why I call it more of a relaxation park. One thing I dislike about Epcot is the amount of shade. There is no shade at Epcot. It is full just sun, especially during the summer, or if it's raining, no coverage, no sun, you're doomed. One thing I love about Epcot is the food. I love the festivals at Epcot. I love that they're now starting to expand the festivals, so now there's festivals more of time of the year and less gaps where there aren't festivals. And even then, I really want to try the restaurants. One thing I dislike about Hollywood Studios is how crowded it is because of the new rides, but how little it is. And so it always feels so crammed there. One thing I love about Hollywood Studios is the best things are in Hollywood Studios. Star Wars and Toy Story, my two favorite things. So you can't beat that. Your Disney bucket list. My Disney bucket list is to go to all the Disneys all over the world, to stay at all the Disney resorts around here, and to try all the restaurants in the parks. So not just like the quick services, like the sit-down restaurants. Favorite Disney meal ever? What's our favorite Disney meal ever? I would say Wine Bar George brunch, because their food is so good there. I love George. We've met him multiple times now. And yeah, I just think it's my favorite. That's why I want to eat at more restaurants around Disney parks to see if their food is any good, because I have heard some of it is good, some of it's not. All right, tell us your like living situation goals. House, rent, own, soon, what's on the horizon? Wow. So right now we're renting an apartment. I would love to own a house, like literally yesterday, if I could. So I'm waiting for the market to go down for sure still, which is supposed to go down within the next year or two, which that would be amazing. But also, if YouTube or anything pops off really, and I can afford a house, I would buy one. But until then, hopefully within the next 2 years is kind of what I'm thinking, depending on what happens. Like, you know, if YouTube becomes a full-time job for me, then hopefully we could get a house sooner. But if it does not, and I could just keep working my job, then it'll probably be about 2 more years of saving and renting till we can get into one. Yeah, the goal is to definitely get a house with a huge backyard, fenced in so the dogs can play, obviously still being close to Disney with our own pool. And oh my gosh, all the house like videos would be so fun. Would you like to do any UK or Europe theme parks? If so, which ones? I would love to. I don't know too much about Europe or UK theme parks other than like the big ones like Disney and stuff like that. But I would definitely love, like, if I do a Europe trip, I will let you know, and then you can suggest like which theme parks, because obviously if I go to Europe or anywhere, I need to go visit their theme park. If I do end up ever going on a Europe trip, which probably won't be till after we are able to afford a house, because that's kind of on the priority list right now, I will definitely let you know so that you can suggest great theme parks to visit other than like the big name brand ones. And the last question is, how is your cable management in the new apartment? LOL, still not judging. Oh, yeah, my cable management is actually really great, and I'll tell you why. Because now I work out of my living room and kitchen back and forth, because I have to monitor and supervise Thor all day. So I have not stepped foot in the office since I've gotten Thor in December. But once he gets a bit older, which will be now like probably in a month or two, I'll start to be able to slowly go back into the office and do some work in there and work on my actual monitors that I purchased to use for like maybe a month. Definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, my cable management is fantastic, thank you, because I haven't touched it. Although the cable extension cable set up in the living room for my work computer to reach the outlet, that's a whole other story. And that was all the questions. So definitely, again, make sure you're following me on Instagram, because that's where I ask questions, or I'll ask like, what do you guys want to see from the theme parks if I end up going. Sometimes I'll do that stuff too, and I think it's really fun. So if you want to see more of that, just make sure you connect with me on Instagram. But yeah, that was all the questions. If you have any more, just leave them on this one and I'll answer them in the next Q&A video that I end up doing. I don't know. I really enjoy these like sit down talking ones, but we'll be back to theme parks again really soon. I'm currently filming A Week in My Life, so this will be in that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful week and a magical month, and I'll see y'all in the next one.